look at solving some more equations. Section 1.3 is all about doing some multi-step equations. So we're going to start with combining like terms because we don't have any parentheses. So there's nothing to distribute. So we're going to get -1 equals -1r. -3r plus 2r gives us -1r. And then we simply need to divide. And 1 equals r, or you can change it and flip it around to r equals 1. Either way is fine. We are now going to go ahead and look at number 8. Number 8 does have parentheses around this, and there are a couple ways to do this one, but we're going to just start with distributing. But you do not have to do it this way. You could divide by -3 first. So -3 times a +4 is -12r. And then -3 times a -8 is a +24. And that equals -36. Now that we've done our distribution, we're going to work backwards in that don't call me after midnight, and we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract 24 from both sides first. This is going to give us -12r equals -60. And then we are going to divide by -12. This is going to give us r equals a positive, because a negative times a negative is a +5. Okay, we're going to try a problem just like that, except instead of distributing, we are going to go ahead and divide first. It says 75 equals 3 times -6n minus 5. It's being multiplied. So I could simply divide this first. These cancel, and I get 25 equals -6n minus 5. That's just kind of a shortcutty way to go through this. So then we would just add 5 to both sides. This would give us 30 equals -6r, n, and then divide by -6. Giving us -5 equals n. Again, that's just if there's a number in front of one parentheses, you could divide by it first to get it out. Okay, we're going to look at this next page, and we're going to do some more complicated ones. We've done ones like the previous ones before. Now we're going to do ones that are multiple steps. So we're going to look right here at number 14. Okay, so I do have this distribution here, and you can again do this one of two ways. You can start by distributing first and then combining like terms. You could get this 3 away and then divide everything by -7, but I think I'm just going to distribute out the -7. So I'm going to be stuck with -16 plus 5n equals 42 minus 56n plus 3. Then I'm going to combine like terms. There's nothing that's the same on this side. We bring down that 16 plus 5n. But on this side of the equation, I can put 42 and 3 together, giving me 45 minus 56n. Now I want to get all the n's on one side. So in this case, I am going to add 56 to both sides. And I'm going to get -16 plus 61n equals 45. And then I would add that 16 to both sides. So I would get 61n equals 61. Divide both sides by 61. And I get n equals 1 as my final answer. Okay, let's try number 15. Number 15, I've got multiple distributions here. So I can't really divide these out. So I'm going to have to do that distribution in order to solve it. So I'm going to keep the 10p plus 9 minus 11 minus p on this side. And I'm going to get -4p minus 8 minus 6p plus 6. Remembering that the negative times the negative gives me that positive. Now I'm going to combine all the like terms I see. So I've got 10p minus p gives me 9p. I've got 9 minus 11 gives me negative 2. Over here, I've got negative 4p and negative 6p, which gives me negative 10p. And then I've got negative 6 and positive 8, which gives me a negative 2. So now I am going to put these together. I am going to add 10p to both sides because I want all the like terms to be together. And I get 19p minus 2 equals negative 2. I add my negative 2 to both sides. Oop. Add my negative 2 to both sides, and I get 19p equals 0. I divide by 19. So if we've got 0 divided by a number, we're going to end up with 0. So p gives us 0. Okay, there's one more problem I want to show you, and it's just kind of a critical thinking question. It wants us to explain 2 ways to do this problem. So the first way, we're calling it distribution first. So I'm going to multiply everything by that 5. So I get 20 equals negative 15 plus 5x. And then I just add, go through it, get rid of them, add 15 to both sides. I get 35 equals 5x. I divide both sides by 5, and I end up with x equals 7. Now there is another way to do it. We could divide first. So we've got 20 equals 5 times negative 3 plus x. So we would divide both sides by 5 first. We would end up with 4 equals negative 3 plus x. That looks very different from our other problem, but I am going to end up with the same answer. Now I'm going to add 3 to both sides, and I get 7 equals x. So it doesn't really matter which way you do first. It's which way works best for you. You're going to get the same answer. Okay.